Hello everyone, welcome to Leetcode. Let's see a classic problem of Leetcode named toSum problem in Swift. Given an array of integers nums and an integer target, return indices of two numbers such that they add up to the target. So we have to find two numbers in an array which will be equal to the number target. Here also given that we can assume that each input would have exactly one solution and you may not use the same element twice. That means there will be only one solution existing in the whole array. Let's see the example. So here the array is given and the target is 9. So if you see 2 and 7 would add up to 9. So what we have to return here is indices. The first index is 0 and the second index is 1. Let's see the another example. So given array 3 to 4, target is 6 and the numbers which are going to add up to 6 is 2 and 4. So if we see the indices of these two elements are 1 and 2. So we return an array with indices 1 and 2. Same for the third example as well. Let's quickly see the approach what we are going to take to solve this problem. We are going to use a dictionary which is going to give an optimized solution for this given problem. And how are we going to use this dictionary? We can see now. So we will just initialize the dictionary, and when we are iterating through the array, we are going to store the complement of the number against the target in the dictionary. What does it mean? Let's see with the example. So here I have an array which has elements 2, 3, 5 and 4 and my target is 6. We are going to store the complement, right? So in order to understand that, suppose I have a target of 6 and I need two elements to add so that it becomes 6. When we are iterating through each element, we have one value, either A or B. So let's assume we have A, which is 2, is always with me. So we need to find B in the array so it can become 6, right? In that case, if we want to find B, we can minus A from 6, so we can find out the B. That is the logic behind this. So what we do, if we minus 2 from 6, we can find out what B is. So what we do, we start storing B in our dictionary. So next time when we are iterating, we will look for B, which is 4. If it is there in the array, like if the current element is equal to this 4, then we just return from there. Let's see with the iteration what does it mean. So my array is 2, 3, 5, 4 and I am creating a dictionary which will have two values. One is the index, other one is the key. So this column is index, this column is key. In this, once we start iterating, my target is 6, right? So first we check, this is the number which we are going to first iterate for, 2. So is 2 existing in my dictionary? It is not existing because it is an empty dictionary. So what we do, we minus 2 from 6, which will be equal to 4, and we start storing 4 into the dictionary. So 4, since we need to return the index, we also store the index of 2, right? And next we go for 3. So this is the element 3. Now we check, is 3 existing in the dictionary? It is not existing in the dictionary. So we create the complement and we store the complement in a hope that in future if 3 is found, then my pair would be completed. Same for 2 and 4 also. If we find 4 in this array in future, then my pair will be completed to return 6. to add up to 6. Now next element is 5. We also check for 5. Is 5 there in the dictionary? It doesn't look like that it's there. So we store its complement. We store 1 here, but what is the index for 5 is 2, right? We store 5. Now we come to 4. Now we are checking, is the value 4 existing in the dictionary? If you see, it does exist in the dictionary. And now we found a 4 which has its pair at 0th index, which is 2. So if we add 2 and 4, it will return 6. So what we return over here is the index of these two values. So first we see, okay, the index of 2 is 0 and the current index is 3 already. So we return 0 and 3. So let's see the solution in the Leetcode. We'll create a dictionary of type int. Currently the dictionary will be empty. Now let's iterate through the array. We are taking enumerated because we will be able to get the index and the value at the same time. We check if the value exists. In the dictionary. If it does, then we return. So if you see, we are returning the indices of both element. If it does not, we store the value, complement value. So my complement will be target minus num, and we store it in the dictionary. What does it store? It will store the index. For example, if my whole array does not have the solution, then it should return an empty array. Now let's submit and check. Okay, so here is the solution. Let's see you in the next video.